Kalafalahi atu, hana hira tolo do valatala ke latai moe mama he au nei. Kua whai whakatokaanga fō e whano New Zealand ke tuku hifo e tau no mela da paka ne kua maike ke tātu ki New Zealand. Le whailoa e hangai iki pule whahi malolo sino ko Tariana Turia e whakatokaanga nei ko e tahavala he tau whasiwhasianga tupe ke lata moe tau nei. Ko e whakatokaanga fō nei kua o tatai mo e tau o moianga ke he tau whahi malolo sino, mui tua foki ke he tau hiki-hikianga pe he nei kua tau si o foki i Australia he tau ue awhi moe hongo fulmaua. Kua talhau mai foki tō ngahua whalataha e malewa kalele hao kalana mo e whakuru ke whailoa ke he tua ke he tau tangata whapalimole e o whenonga e tau amanakianga ke hiki-hiki e whakatokaanga mai tau koloa duty free kua mahuinga foki ke whakatu mau e tuanga ha New Zealand mo e motu kua manako e tau tangata ke whenonga atu ki ai. O e tau fufuanga ka eke kua whakangahua e tau whakatokatokaanga nei, tō hifo e tau tupi maua he whakawhono fufua ke fitu ke he walu e miliona tā la. Koe whalu tau tangata ke he tau whahi pisinisi o whenonga kua nākai mitaki i tau hiki hanga nei, ha kua nākai whai whakatūtalanga tō tausi ai pihia. Hako pihia i tau whiwhilianga ha New Zealand tō lauia foki a Niue ke he whakafuaanga he tau tapaka, ke mai ke he tau tangata ke tātu kai ke kua whenonga atu ki New Zealand. Amanaki tō kamata e whakangahua ke he aho taha i o November he tau nei, ko mai ke ni ke tātu limo fulu ni e kātapaka kua tō hifo mai he ue seau e kātapaka kua whakatā ke tātu. Pese ni kua taha e whahitapu he mole atu e aho he tau mamatu whine. Whai maanga angaia ni ne whakamanatu e aho he tau mamatu whine ke tau whiawhi seno mo tau tausianga ke lata mo mui whakanganga he tau mamatu whine he motu. Nā kai ke he tau tausianga nei he motu nei ke he tau osi. Ko he tau se ni he tau whiawhia ke maiki. Pe he taha tala he taha matua talahaua he motu hadu tolu ke tau e umu ke moho. Ko e aho paua ki he tau mamatu whine e tau nei, kua whipaka ki mo e aho he tau whanau. Whalu maanga kua tau se ni whalataha he tau whiawhia, ha kakui whalu maanga, manako ni ke tau se kehe ke mahino mitaki he tau whiawhia. Wa maanga hawasene tahe maanga ne whātau se pehi nei e aho whamanatuanga he tau mamatu whine. Ko e tau whiawhia he maanga ke halo tolu he tau mamatu whine. Ne tau se ai ke he whali kai ha alinas e aho whaiumu kua mori. Ko kisia e tokolonga mo i fulufluala he tau siu seanga seno he tau mamatu whine. Wa halo tolu a whiawhia, wa e watu whaigi inu taha kalase waina. Kai e tau kai lolo mo i tau se he whale kai ha alinas, mo i longo karaoke, mo i kori ke tau leo kofi fulufluala. O si mai e tau whiawhia he aho whaiumu, a manaki foki ke he tau whiawhia he aho tapu, mo i tapuanga kua tau se paua ki he tau mamatu whine. Ke tau fisi lanu fua hoi kua te whatuwha atu ke he tau tangata ni hua atu ke whare tapu hawaseri. Mo e tama fua chocolate ke misi ai. Manatu au nā kai kua hawaseri ni e maanga ne whakamanatu behinei tau aho he tama matu whine. Kua mahuinga lohini e tau whiawhia behinei, si whakatu mau ma tau mamatu atane he motu nei. Ke ofa mo e le veki whamutaki e tau mamatu whine he mtolu. Manaki ni ke hoko ki mua e tau whiawhianga behinei he tau kahau. Si ua ni mafoki. Ke tau si pihia i tau whiawhia ke lata mai aho he tau mamatua tāne. The government of New Zealand will be slashing inbound duty-free allowances for tobacco from 1st of November. The reduction was announced by New Zealand Associate Minister of Health Tariana Turia as part of the government's budget plans this year. The new limit is part of New Zealand's public health policy and aligns with similar reductions made by Australia in 2012. Auckland Airport will be working with the government to inform travellers of the proposed changes to the duty-free allowance as a means to maintain New Zealand's reputation as a tourist destination. The estimated impact on this reduction will be a drop to revenue of about $7 to $8 million. Travel retail industry sources said the change was brought about suddenly with no prior warning. Niue will be slightly affected with a drop in tobacco products they can take with them to New Zealand. The reduction will mean that the limits drops from 200 to 50 sticks of tobacco will become effective as of the 1st of November this year. Mother's Day this year falls on the same day as White Sunday, and this has been a common occurrence every year in Niue. And knowing how we do things over here, no one wants one event to outdone the other. So even though some villages celebrate both White Sunday and Mother's Day on the same day, some villages decided to celebrate them on separate weekends. It makes sense as the two events are held in high regard by the families here in Niue, so they go all out to make everyone happy. And not forgetting one of the favourite saying of one of our female tupuna in the past, tawe umu ke moho, meaning if you're making the umu or earth oven, make sure your food is cooked. It also means do your work well. Give it 100%. No half jobs done. Hence, most of the things we do here on the island, we need to do it well. For example, our Niue feast, or Ngalue, are always done so people will be satisfied. And if they have to take or carry baskets of food home, then that's a job well done. Avasela villagers celebrated their Mother's Day last Saturday with fathers and children hosted their mothers out at Alina's restaurant. One of the mothers I spoke to is so excited. She said she can't wait to celebrate Mother's Day with a glass of wine. And why not? Dressing for the occasion, the place was packed, and the singing was heard as far away as the bowling green. The party went on until late evening, but the mothers have to leave to prepare themselves for the Mother's Day service the following day. The Sunday service was well attended, with all mothers dressed in their best white with a white or off-white hat, and what a privilege to be there as well, and got given a purple flower, a small gift from the mothers and their daughters. Thank you, Avasele, mothers, for a beautiful service. I'll be there again next year. And here's the news from around the region. Samoa's Deputy Prime Minister, Fonote Pierre Meredith, has been convicted of interfering with police work and ordered to pay 200 West Samoan tala, or $88 police costs, reports Talamua Online. His Associate Minister, Muangutu Tangata Peter Ahim, was discharged without conviction of obstruction and ordered to pay 250 Western Samoan tala, or $110. Sentencing the two ministers on Thursday last week, District Court Judge Vaipule Vaimoa Va'ai said the real victims of the Deputy Prime Minister's offence were the police constables who were on duty. Outside court, Associate Minister Mwanga Tutangata Peter Ahim told Talamua Beach Road must have U-turn signs and the police have given him a ticket when they pulled over his car, but he's happy with the decision as right and fair for him. About 80% of Papua New Guinea's population remains unregistered, and moves are underway to address that, Parliament was told last week. National Planning and Monitoring Minister Charles Abel said accurate and reliable populations information was the basis for development in many countries. Abel made the remarks when tabling the Civil Registration Amendment Bill 2014 in Parliament on Thursday. He said last year the government recognised the needs to record and account for every citizen. He said a decision was made to introduce the National Identification Program. Abel said 50 years later, 80% of the total population of PNG remained unregistered. He informed the House that in the last decade, birth registration and certification has gained prominence as a result of increasing and user demand for identity verification. The Royal Solomon Islands Police Force has launched a major security operation to target the general lawlessness experienced in parts of Honiara over the weekend. According to the national broadcaster SIBC, additional officers have been deployed and are patrolling Honiara and surrounding communities. A number of police units have been utilised in this operation, which has increased police manpower. Acting Police Commissioner Juanita Matanga says with the security operation, the police force is more than prepared to attend to any disorder situation. The Royal Solomon's police force operation is also benefiting from the strong support from Ramsey's participating police force. Police operation units are continuing patrols around the trouble area east of Honiara. Solomon Islands police say the situation in Honiara and other parts of Guadalcanal is calm after 2 nights of rioting at the end of last week, during which several people were injured and 5 were arrested. Police say most of the rioters were people affected by last month's flood disaster, with many coming from a temporary evacuation centre at the National University. According to reports, a crowd of more than 400 people started looting an area near the King George VI Secondary School on Friday night. At least 1 shop in the area was burned down. World Vision Country Program Director Andrew Catford says the situation has now stabilised. Papua New Guinea's Police Commissioner To'ami Kulunga has apologised to the court after he was convicted of contempt last Thursday. Kalunga told Deputy Chief Gibbs Salika in the National Court in Waigani on Friday that he was sorry for his action. He asked to be fined instead of a more severe punishment. Salika extended Kulunga's bail and adjourned the matter to June the 2nd for lawyers to make submissions on a penalty. Kalunga said he had devoted most of his life to the police force, having served in more than 40 years. And about 1.7 million people visited Pacific Island countries last year, according to the South Pacific Tourism Organization, SPTO. SPTO Chief Executive Elisoni Vidriki said a study found that tourism injected between $2.5 billion US dollars to $3 billion US dollars annually to the region. And this, he said, had growth by 6 to 7% every year. ANZ Bank's recent Asia-Pacific Economics quarterly report said Fiji accounted for 40% of that figure. Despite majority of visits arriving from Australia, the report says banknotes were flowing in from Chinese tourists, who were becoming the fastest growing source of visitors' arrivals. And finally, the 22 Pacific Games Association are expected to tour Port Moresby sporting venues for next year's Pacific Games in July, during the annual General Assembly of the Pacific Games Council. Pacific Games Council Executive Director Andrew Monique said the meeting, which from the 3rd to the 5th of July in Port Moresby, would allow for tours around venues included in the Games program. It would be an opportunity for members to see firsthand the progress on work on the facilities for the Games. 28 sports have been confirmed for next year's events. They are athletes, basketball, beach volleyball, bodybuilding, boxing, cricket, soccer, golf, hockey, karate, lawn bowls, netball, powerlifting, rugby leagues 9, rugby sevens, sailing, shooting, softball, squash, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, touch rugby, triathlon, va'a, volleyball and weightlifting. There would be at least one representative attending from each of the 22 PGAs, as the PGC will pay for the cost of the tour. And those are our news for today.